you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sharon Mundia. But on YouTube, I'm still This Is Us, which is important, I guess, for me to start off this video saying, because we are going back to the beginning, to like the very beginning of my YouTube journey, as the title has suggested. I'm going to be watching the very first video I uploaded on YouTube 7 years ago. What? To be very honest, I don't think I've watched that video since I uploaded it. I don't think I have, although surely I must have at some point. But I generally don't go back to my old videos to watch them back and cringe at what I'm saying and what I'm wearing and all of that stuff. I just find it, I find it a little cringy. Also because it's awkward already trying to edit a video of yourself in the present, but trying to look at videos that you did years back is like, I don't know, what am I doing? Why am I on the internet? Who cares? I think I get in my own head a little. But today I'm gonna do that. And actually, this was something that I saw. Someone left a comment on a video recently, and they just said, you should react to your very first YouTube video. And I was like, I should, because I've never actually, as far as I can remember, I don't think I've watched it back in maybe ever, but if I did, it must have been years ago. So that's what I'm doing today. I also want to say that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. I will talk about them a little bit later on, but for now I just wanted to shout them out. And just know that there'll be something special in the description box for you guys, so just watch out for that. But for now, what do? I don't even know. I'm gonna pop the video here so that we can watch it together. But just know in my heart, I'm just like, what am I saying? I don't know why I feel nervous. It's not even a big deal. But can I just say, before I even press play, I had really tried to make it look as pretty as possible. Can you see how I got like my little Christmas lights all over? They're not even like proper, nicely done fairy lights. Or maybe they are. So I was still living at my parents' house. How old was I? So in 2013, I was 24, maybe 23, depending on what date this was uploaded. Yeah, I was 24. I had quit my first job, which I had started in 2012, and I was trying to understand like the content creation space. I had my blog, and that was primarily what I focused on. But by this point, I'd also started Instagram, and I saw that there was more interest around Instagram, and I was shifting towards that while still trying to balance my blog out. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try YouTube, because why not? Let's just go there. Fun fact, this was actually my parents' first ever bed. I also think I'm wearing my mom's top here. I don't think that was my top. Hello. This is so nerve-wracking. It's going to be my very first video. I have 3 production assistants right there. I've got my little nieces and my sister, who are the ones pressing on and off. And I've warned them to be quiet or else. Good stuff, people. I can see how nervous I was. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see how I was just, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do, but I was just also grateful that I had my 2 nieces and my little sister to kind of just help me, because I didn't know if I could like go press on, come back, run back. And also they were just not gonna leave the room. So I just knew I had to give them a duty so that they can feel like they're in charge and then listen to me and be quiet. Okay. Nina, will you make noise? No. Okay, that's a good girl. Okay, so I figured that since I didn't really know what to say in my first video, I thought I'd do it on hair, but then
Sharon, but she's low.
It's blinking. Seven years later, and my battery is still always low. Some things just clearly never change. Well, I also just have to shout out the camera that I was using, because it was called Binti. That's what I named her, Binti. And I had saved up for her, and I remember telling everyone during my I guess that would have been my 23rd birthday, please don't get me any presents, just like give me money, even if it's 1,000 shillings, 2,000 shillings, I'll take it. I want to buy a camera. And I tried to put everything together so I can buy this camera, and it really helped me out. It helped with all my photos, and it just came through for me. But yo, some things just don't change. Sharon, today my battery isn't blinking. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Mama, is it blinking?
The red button.
Yeah. No, is it doing like this?
Yeah. There's a red thing there.
Yeah? Asante, Jackie.
Shazzy, there's a red thing. There's a red button over here.
Okay, it's okay. Let's just continue. If it goes off, then you'll tell me, okay?
So,
You know what I don't understand? Why didn't I just cut this off? Like, why do I have, like, Jackie was, you know, our housekeeper then. Like, why do I have that in there? I could have just cut all of this off. What? Maybe I didn't know how to edit? You guys are the bomb.com, yo. Okay. That. So, very first video. Tell me when it gets to my teeth, okay? Okay. Very first video. And I figured I should do it on something that's really special to me, and it's November drum issue. So I was lucky enough or blessed enough to be able to style the drum style issue. And bam! Ta-da! So there we go. Mom, I'm doing my video. Shh. How is it I'm still the same person, but I'm not the same person? But I'm still, like, I said mom even before I said mom in here, but I'm just like, Ma, I can hear you. Be quiet. Yo, things are so different, but I'm in her house. I couldn't tell her to be quiet in her house. She'd have been like, girl, no. But I think now she kind of better understands. So if I was at her house and I needed to film, she would be like, all right, I'm going to tone it down. This is your area. I'm going to try and make sure not to come in. But it's so funny. Also, I wonder if I still have that magazine. I don't know. I took the towels to you. It's on. Shh. Mom, go. You're so annoying. Go. You're so annoying. Anyway. Okay. My mom trying to do the peace sign in there. Listen, why wasn't I editing this out? I'm still so dumbfounded. Why didn't I edit this out? And maybe this is actually a good place to jump in, because when I knew I was going to film this video, I thought, I think this would be a good thing for people who are interested in jumping into the YouTube space, because I still get questions about how do I start a YouTube channel? How do I start like building my brand online? Is it too late? I don't think it's too late. You still see people starting like 6 months ago and like being able to churn out content that is swallowed, like gobbled up. People are just taking in everything that they do, and they're very successful. So I don't think it's too late, as long as you figured out what it is that you want to talk about and you're being yourself, or unique in your own little way. But I'm just looking at this, Sharon, and I'm wondering why I wasn't editing things out. And I just have to say, like, this is why I appreciate a space like Skillshare, because you've got a whole range of content, of tips and tricks, and people who have been doing this for a long time, sharing their expertise with you. And the person that I was looking at and thinking, this would be so great if I had watched his videos, if they were available then I would have been very different. And the way I edit and tell my stories would have been very different. And his name is Ali Abdal. You've probably seen him on YouTube, or you've seen his videos pop up. He's a doctor by profession, but he's also a content creator. His videos are also really popular on Skillshare because he does a lot of things around creativity and giving you tips on video editing too. And I just appreciate that there's one space from someone who's been in the industry and has been very successful too, and you get like a whole class. And I was looking at that class, and it's about 3 hours long, but in bite-sized chunks. So like a 3-minute video, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, some are even just like quick 1-minute videos. And he walks you through the steps, like how many cuts you need to kind of get to the perfect ultimate like video that you're proud of. And it's interesting, I was looking at his style and seeing how it's a little different to mine, because I only try and do 2 cuts. So I'll do like a first rough cut, and then the second cut is when I'll color correct, add music, maybe add some interesting titles or graphics or things like that. But he has 3 steps, but also that's why he's like on another level. And he even uses like iPad and tries to get like graphics from there. And he's great. And so if you have been interested or curious about starting your own YouTube channel, I'd highly recommend checking out his class. And here's the fun part. Skillshare are giving the first 1,000 people who click on the link in the description box a free membership trial. So it's a premium membership and you'll get to try it out. So if you're like, oh, I don't really know if I want to commit, you can test it out and see if it works for you, if it makes sense for you. But they've also got all sorts of classes. I've talked about it in the past too. There's everything from the things that I like, which is around productivity, to marketing, to business management, to calligraphy, to home decor. Oh, that was actually the first one that kind of got me interested, and I just found myself hooked. Also important to note, if you sign up for a year, which is what I did at the start of this year, then you get a really good deal, because it comes up to about $10 or less than $10 a month if you take the 1-year subscription. Check it out. And I wish 2007 Sharon had. Is it 2007? I wish 2013 Sharon had. Whoa, 2007? I may have still been in high school. All right, I'm gonna go back. Yes, wow, this is really not going how I planned for it to go, but I was lucky enough to be able to style the November style section of the Drum magazine, and I just have to say a big thank you to Diana, who was the lady who, and my friend actually, she tweeted to Diana a link to my blog and told her to look at it. No, tweeted Carol, sorry, who is the drum editor. And then she approached me and asked if I could style, and I was like, hell yeah. And I was actually, when I got that message, I was at the hospital because I'd just taken my dad to Kikuyu to get his cataract removed. And I remember I read it, and I was in this room by myself, and I just kept going around the table and walking and pacing back and forth and just going round and round and freaking out. And I was like, oh my gosh, who do I tell? So I decided to tell my mom. So I call and I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom, you will not believe what just happened. And she freaks out because she's like, is it your dad? Is it your father? And I was like, no, sorry, it's not to do with that. It's to do with drum and the style. So, pause. Can you guys tell that I'm acting different, that I'm a little, not acting different. Can you tell that I'm nervous? Because I can see it. I can even hear it in my breath, that I'm not breathing properly and taking deep breaths, and I don't know. I wonder if you can tell, if watching it back, if you're like, oh, I can see that you're a little bit nervous, or if it just, to you, it reads as, oh, just a younger Sharon. Yeah, that was really exciting for me. So thank you, Diana. You are amazeballs for being kind enough to, pass on the link to my blog to Carol. And so it was the style section. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the day. And it was on a Wednesday that we were taking the pictures and whatnot. And I'd asked for the day off from work. And
I'm still working?
I still needed to get a couple of things from Junction, like trousers and jeans and stuff. And so it was 10 a.m. and I remember I was ready and I was like, okay, let's go. We're heading to Junction. And I get into my car and I start the car and it does like this sound. And I'm like, oh no, the battery's dead. Did I leave the lights on? And I'm checking things and everything seems fine. So I'm like, what's happening? So I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, the car is down and I need to get to Junction and it's an emergency. If I'm not ready by 1, the shoot wouldn't be on time. And he's just like, okay, just fiddle with the battery. Which, like, I have no idea what I would be doing. So I asked for help and my neighbor was gracious enough to get his mechanic to come, and we needed to jumpstart the car. So that happened and I went to Junction, I got the stuff, I came back, and I was even getting ready to go back out. And my dad calls and he's like, so everything is okay? I was like, yeah, it's good, I'm ready, let's get going, I'm ready to do the style. Talk to you later. I can't. What am I doing? I wonder if 8 years from now, if I will watch back my video today and just be like, what am I doing? But I can tell I just want to hug her. Like, it's okay, it's fine, it's okay. And I go downstairs, and we were supposed to meet at 1 for the photo shoot. And it's 12:45 p.m. and I start the car and the exact same noise. It makes the exact same noise, so I freak out. I'm like, oh damn it, I'm gonna be late and they're gonna hate me, and then I'm never gonna like want to do anything with me again. So I call the photographer and I'm like, so I'm gonna be late because my car is having issues. And turns out he was just right around my street, so he came and picked me up and went to the shoot. It was amazing. He was really, really nice, and his name is Paul. Yeah, so thank you so much, Paul, as well, and thank you for all the people who were kind enough to let me borrow their stuff for the shoot. It was so much fun, and I actually I remember. Oh yeah, no, I don't remember anymore. I just lost whatever I was going to say. But if you can, pick up the November issue. You'll see me. There's a really pretty lady on the cover. She's called Isis. And she has a really nice story as well, so that's fun to read. So yeah, Nina! Remember, our pact, Nina promise. Same thing happens today. Still get like kids outside my street or like downstairs making noise, dogs barking, always some kind of sound interrupting my videos. Okay, go back. Yo, you guys, I might have to find different assistants next time, but shh, seriously. Okay. Why didn't I edit this out? So that's the end of the drama. What else did I want to? Oh, I want to tell you that today I'm going for. Yes, Mama. Okay, Mama, go back in. Nina, you have to be quiet. I'm doing a video. Okay? Okay, so today I am going for Blankets and Wine, and it's going to be my very first time going there. And I'm really excited, although the weather is tripping a little because it's been raining on and off all morning. So it's sort of hard to look cute when it's all wet and muddy. But I think layering will just have to do. And I think this is what I'm going to wear, which is a blouse I got from my mom's wardrobe. But I was right. Some sweaters over it and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to go and take pictures and vlog about it and do all that stuff. So I think that pretty much sums up what I wanted to say on my first video, which is pick up your issue of Drum and let me know what you think. I would really, really love to know what you think of the looks that I did, and which one's your favorite, which ones you didn't like so much, because I like hearing this stuff and I like, hearing what you have to say about, that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, assuming you watched through the whole thing. Sorry for the interruptions. I'm probably not going to edit this video because I don't really know what the editing functions and all that stuff. I don't know it, and it's probably going to take ages. So sorry for all those moments. I didn't know how to edit. That's why. No wonder. Like, I'm watching this video trying to figure out why couldn't you cut that out. Oh man. Let me tell you, it took me, I don't even know what, I don't know what system I had, but I don't think my laptop had any editing function. And then eventually I moved to a MacBook, and so I had iMovie, and then I started using Final Cut Pro, which is actually what, ooh, shoot.
Good morning.
Whoops. What's happening now? I've messed everything up. Oh, sorry, pressed the wrong button. But I was just saying, and then I moved to Final Cut Pro, which is actually what Ali's tutorial is on, how to use Final Cut Pro to edit your videos. And I think it's the best. That's the one I feel most comfortable around. I kind of like the presets that you can get on them as well. Final Cut Pro is good, I think, if you're starting at, well, maybe not, if you're starting out, everything must seem a little confusing, but you've got a tutorial like the one I talked about on Skillshare, which Ali has like a whole 3.5 hours or so. And he's someone who's, like, he's a YouTuber by profession, you know, has like videos with millions of views and he knows what he's talking about. But man, I didn't know how to edit. And there's no way I was going to film this again, I guess. But yeah, I hope to be back soon. If there's any sort of video that you'd like to see, I'm probably going to do a video on hair every month, but if there's any other kind of video that you'd want me to do or would like to see, I don't know, let me know through my blog or Facebook or Twitter. But thank you again so much for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye. I didn't have Instagram? What does that mean? I'm so glad I watched that. I don't think I could possibly watch the second video, Get Ready With Me for New Year's Eve. No, already that angle, it struggles. What's happening? I'm just looking at the thumbnail and I'm like, it's a pass, it's okay. But clearly I was really into hair. I guess a lot of my content was around what I'm doing with my hair and like length check and everything. My hair was relaxed at that time. That was so much fun. Thank you to the person who suggested that I do this, because I hadn't even thought about doing a video like this. Obviously I've seen videos like this, but I didn't think I would do one until I saw the comment and I was like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I am going to say goodbye now. Thanks for watching. Remember, I will leave a link in the description box so that the first 1,000 people who click on that link get to try a free premium membership for Skillshare for a little while. I think it's about a month. So check that out, and good luck if you are starting any new creative thing in your life. I wish you all the best, and I will see you soon.